Yeah, I actually was going to tell you later. I like your hair like that.
Oh, thank you. I was like, who's
better.
talking through the? I'm like, what in the world's happening there?
We've had to add speakers so we can all hear each other. All right, we're ready when you are.
I'm ready.
All right,
Focused.
here. Focused. You were focused on the golf course today, here with Danielle Kang, tied for the lead now at -9. Round of 67, an eagle, 3 birdies. That's a pretty good card. Tell us about that eagle there on the front 9.
I was having a little bit of a slow start. I struck the ball really well in the front 9. I gave myself awesome opportunities, probably 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hit good putts, and they just weren't dropping. And I wanted to hit it really close on 7. Even on 2, I probably landed around 2 inches from the hole, and it spun back to about 8 feet and ended up missing the putt. But on 7, I just was like, all right, let's just try to hit it as close as possible. And I saw the ball tracing, and I went, just go so close so I don't have to putt. And then it went in, so it was super cool.
Nice. About how far out were you?
155 with the 7-iron.
Nice. And then the 3 birdies on the back 9, 11, 13, 15. Tell us about those.
I think I made some really good longer putts. I kind of started getting into the rhythm of the green speed. It was slower than yesterday. It was much slower. I don't know why. So I had to get myself to hit it a little bit firmer because yesterday was so quick. I hit a 4-footer 8 feet by yesterday, and that kind of threw me off. And then, so I just tried to stay in it. And even on the last hole, I couldn't get myself to hit it harder than that. And because I know that if it is fast, it's going to go down the hill if I hit it my normal speed. So I'm just trying to kind of calibrate as I play, and that's kind of difficult to do.
I can imagine. But you did get to play along Lee Brice today.
I know.
Along your good friend. Made it fun?
We always have fun. I mean, I know that he was a bit stressed out because John is a really good player, and he's a serious player, and so am I. And, Lee's a bit more relaxed and easygoing, and he didn't want to get in our way, but he never gets in my way, but we never know how that works. But he seemed to have fun. I just kept making fun of him. I told him I'd give him $100 if he hits it, even on the green at one point. And he has really good humor about it. And he actually gave me his guitar pick, and I started making putts, so I kept it.
Ball marker? New ball marker, maybe?
Yes.
And then one last question. You mentioned how serious John is. I mean, we've seen him as just the ace pitcher for so many years. What's it like playing alongside someone like that on the golf course who's as good at one sport as he is at another?
Yeah, it's not just about being serious. I just love watching him compete, watching other athletes being in the zone, being in their bubble and zoning into the shot that they have to do. And when they react, whether it's a negative or a positive way, whether it's upset because they mishit a shot, that shows passion for me. And so it's so cool to see how much he cares and that passion that he has for this game. I think it's really great that he has golf. After his career, I thought to myself today, I wonder where I'm going to put my competitive passion after, because golf is something that people pick up later in the years. So it's a little different, but it's really cool to watch him hit some drives today. I think he got in the rhythm of that, and it was just flying.
Awesome.
Whoever was behind me drove the green on number 5.
Really?
Yeah. I go, well, you landed in the middle of the green, so.
There's some insane strength out there with some of these guys.
Yeah, they're flying 350, 360 some holes. They're just strong baseball players.
But we've heard from a lot of people, they're driving it long, but they're finding that rough, and you guys are better at not finding that rough.
I found a lot of rough today around the greens, but I had some good chip shots.
So you're successful at getting out of it.
Sometimes, yeah.
Here with Jeff.
Wait, what's the sense of accomplishment going around this golf course bogey-free? And did you have 1 or 2 really good saves out there?
I didn't realize I was bogey-free. I honestly, I've said in the last 2 days, you guys are probably going to hear me repeat the same thing. I'm not really focused on much of the result, or I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to do the job that's in front of me and hit the best I can with the shot that's in front of me. Things that I'm working on, it's just progressing, not just today, not just tomorrow, not just Sunday, but rest of the year, and working towards the goal that I'm trying to get as consistent as possible. So today, I guess I have bogey free, but I missed so many putts in the front 9, but I tried not to think about it, and I dropped it as quickly as I can, and I ended up holing out one. And I think a gallery said to me, maybe you'll learn how to read a putt now. And I said, oh, okay. And it's kind of, but normally it would bother you, but I just go, okay. And then you drop in and I have a next thing to focus on. Things are going to happen that I'm not going to like, whether missing a 3-footer to 8-footer, but you just kind of have to keep moving forward. And that's the most difficult thing for me that I'm working on.
Yeah, golfers can be very results oriented. So when you're not as much, does it kind of lighten things a little?
A little bit. I'm not going to say I don't care about the result. I definitely do, but trying not to focus on the result during the process of what I need to do to get to the result. I still need to somehow get there. Yeah, it's hard. It's just a lot of, golf's a hard sport or game, whatever you want to call it.
Steve?
I've been a little surprised by how good your speed control has been. Even the putts you've missed, it appeared as though you hit them the right speed. And I'm just curious, that always seems to be the rustiest thing of the rust people have to knock off. Is that the case for you, or is it something that, did you realize that?
I think for me, the rust of the speed reflects to how I feel over it. I don't feel as confident. I know that my speed is not going to be bad, but I'm not confident about it yet, and that's the rust. I normally practice speed putting. Most of my practice is that, so I've put most time into dialing and calibrating speed on every green. So when it kind of alters per day and drastically, that's when it takes me time to kind of adjust throughout the round. That's kind of like one of the things that's more difficult on me. But I just practice putting, a lot of speed practice. So.
Okay.
And just a couple questions for me. As far, new year, new season, a lot of people set a lot of resolutions both on and off the golf course. Do you have any New Year's resolutions in golf and out of golf?
Not really.
Not really.
I don't really have like a New Year resolutions. I just have like a new plan. Not new. I don't want to say new. I am where I am right now, and I kind of wanted to get to a certain place. And whether it's, result of how I want to be, how I want to feel, where I want my physicality to be, where my swing speed needs to be. It takes time. It's going to take months to get there. So I don't think I can necessarily say like, oh, this is my New Year resolution to hit it 260.
Awesome. And then over the course of your career, have there been any tips that have stood out to you that have really helped you throughout your journey in the LPGA?
In the moments, yes. But sometimes the tips and the advice that I've gotten doesn't carry over, because every other month or every other year you feel different. You have different struggles, you have different mindsets. So I'm a different player now than I was last year and the year before that. So whatever worked on 2020 might not work right now. But for now, I think my biggest advice would be that I've gotten that helps me is to focus on what I need to do and not give up on it because I'm fearful of it, and just keep pushing through it and then see how far I can get.
Perfect.
Kind of thing.
Sounds like good advice. Thank you.
Great. Thanks, Danielle. See you
Thank
tomorrow.
you.